Yeah, no, I know. No, see, that's the problem. See, she's your cousin, not my cousin. I, oh, anyways. Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Just kidding. Hey, it's the last live of 2023 for Heat Press Nation. So if I have a little bit of fun today, I hope you guys don't mind. Please bear with me. We're gonna have a good time today. Do me a favor, let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments. I wanna give a shout out to as many people as I can, because hey, it's the last live of 2023. Now, if this is your first live, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. I promise to be more professional next year. I promise to be cooler and more professional and have more information for you next year. Just kidding. I have good information for you today too. But if I'm having a little bit of fun today, cut me some slack. All right, let's see. Creative Expressions and Gifts says hi from SC. Lovely, 55 degrees. Ooh, that actually sounds really nice right now. It's pretty warm out here in California today, so we have the air conditioner running, believe it or not. Ruby says, what's up from Southern California? Phyllis is saying, afternoon from Houston. Mark says hello again from Canada. You know what else is from Canada? This t-shirt. I finally got a shirt from one of my favorite, I feel like it's wrong to call him just an influencer because he's also an amazing printer as well. So yeah, shout out Lee Stewart. Milkbox Design says hello from Northern Arizona. Well, hello to you. If you see here on the table, I got a bunch of transfers. So in today's episode of Heat Press Nation Live, I'm gonna be talking about different transfer types, what they're used for, where I would recommend using them, and hopefully it gives you just a little bit of inspiration, maybe to try a new product, try a new process, or if you've been having questions about a certain product or process, hopefully I'm able to answer those questions for you today. Do me a favor, if you have any questions at all, be sure to put it in the comments. I got the comments live for me right here on my monitor. So we're gonna be going through those today. Love Life Custom Design says, Pace, Florida, what's up? Oh, Ruby says San Jose, not Southern California. Oh, did I misread that? That's funny, sorry. San Jose, I know it's touchy, NorCal versus SoCal. I know it is, so I apologize for that. KC, this and that says hello from Kansas City. Very, very cool. So a little bit earlier today, I did go live on Instagram. And on Instagram, I was able to make 2 t-shirts. I'm gonna show you the first one right here. This is very fun. McAllister's Home Security. And if you can't read it, it says, keep the change, you filthy animal. This was super fun. I absolutely love the graphic, super cool. This is a 4-color heat transfer vinyl graphic that I was able to do a little bit earlier on Instagram Live. So if you have Instagram, be sure you're following Heat Press Nation. And then also on Instagram Live a little bit earlier today, I pressed a super color transfer. You guys know me, I've been doing lots of super color this year. Very, very cool. And this is for everybody who, hey, look, October's not enough for you. You got to keep it spooky. A few more months out of the year, we got you covered, man. It's a really cool graphic. And I think it's really, really fun, really cool. So we were talking about these t-shirts. Now today, I also have a bit more for you guys. So I have this is Inkjet heat transfer paper. Today we're working with, Parapy Inkjet Dark Pro. One of my favorite transfer papers right here. We also have Forever Laser Dark. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna be showing you guys a white toner DTF transfer today. We got that one on deck. Also, one of my personal favorites, this is Nina Jet Pro Soft Stretch. Yes, it is backwards. Your eyes do not deceive you. We're gonna be pressing that today. And then we have sorry, one second here. We have a Sublimation transfer today. So all of my transfers today, they are themed. I love a good Christmas movie. I am a huge fan of Christmas movies. Be sure to, by the way, quick plug, Heat Press Nation podcast. We have 2 seasons available. It's called Customizing Culture. Be sure you check that out. Season 3 is coming up in the new year. Very exciting. And I was on another podcast, and we just literally ranked our favorite Christmas movies. So today, for all of these transfers, we're gonna be showing you guys all these kind of Christmas movie themed transfers. And then we're gonna talk about each and every one of them. Creative Expressions and Gifts says, did you say white toner DTF? I did indeed. That's gonna be this one right here. And actually, if I hold it up on its own, you could see it's just fresh off the printer. I printed 2. just because just in case, but I'm very confident I'm only gonna need one of these today. All right, so to kick things off, actually, before I go into anything, we're gonna go kind of from most simple to least simple. So on our most simple, I'm gonna show you guys how we press a sublimation t-shirt. Now, sublimation t-shirts, I'm gonna be giving you guys kind of the light version of each of these. Every different transfer method that I'm showing you requires different equipment, different setups, different things are involved, but because I have a limited amount of time, I don't wanna say speed through this, but I'm gonna give you the concise version. That being said, if you have specific questions about something, drop it in the chat. Whether you're watching live on Facebook, live on YouTube, be sure to drop that in the chat. And one last thing I wanna say before we really dive in is that, yeah, I have two $50 gift cards to give away at the end of this broadcast. Now, usually we do a like a hashtag challenge. Not today. We have a special way to win today. And if you want to find out how you could win either on Facebook or on YouTube, you have to stick around for just a few more minutes to the end of the broadcast. That's when we're going to go ahead and get you guys into your stuff. Casey says, we've been loving our Creo white toner. Great addition to our sublimation printing. Yes, I love the Creo printers. So we're going to go kind of from easiest to not so easy today. So first off is going to be our sublimation t-shirt. What I love about sublimation is it's very simple. We call it the 4 Ps here. You print, which you didn't see on camera, but we printed this. You print it, you prep it. Now prep can involve a few things. Sometimes you're gonna wanna like apply an adhesive so it doesn't move on your shirt. And then you press it, and then you peel it. Print, prep, press, and peel. I'm gonna show you just how easy that is right now. Let's head on over to our heat press where we're gonna do some cool stuff. All right, so now we have already printed, but I'm gonna go ahead and prep my t-shirt. Oh, sorry, Alex, my bad. Now in this case, I'm not gonna apply any adhesive to my shirt, but what I am gonna do is, because this is the thinner t-shirt that I'm using, the print will sometimes bleed from the front to the back and vice versa. So what I have to do as part of my prep step is I have to go ahead and add a piece of parchment paper on the inside of the garment. The inside of the garment. There we go. Now, sometimes that's easier said than done. In fact, most of the time, this step is easier said than done. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and heat press my front chest logo. And then I'm gonna go ahead and flip this bad boy over and I'm gonna press the back. Now, here's why I say sublimation is the easiest. Now, one thing that you can do is what I would do is I would hold this up to the light and then fold it over and make a little crease, a gentle crease on my sheet to make sure that it is centered properly. Because so you see I have a little crease right here on my midpoint. So that way I can know exactly where it is. Usually I want to be about 2 fingers below the neckline, and then I want the center of my graphic just a little bit off the edge of the collar. That's where I like to place it. Now you may find that you enjoy a different placement of your pocket logos. I say do whatever works best for you. All right, this is how I do it. Now, if you're new to heat pressing, you always want to imitate first. So if you're new to heat pressing and you've never sublimated a t-shirt before, you've never done a pocket logo placement before, I would say find a creator that you like on YouTube, copy them first, copy their settings, copy their placement, try it out for yourself, and then you can adjust from there, see how you like it. To me, it's so much easier to stand on the shoulders of other people, and not just with t-shirts. Whenever I'm learning anything, if I'm learning guitar, because I'm a musician, right? If I'm learning a new part on a new song, it's easier for me to just watch a tutorial and get started from there. And then I could invest my time in the hard parts, in the nuance, and in fine-tuning something and making it my own. So that being said, real quick, 385 degrees, 60 seconds, and we don't need a heavy pressure for sublimation, so I'm gonna loosen this really quick here. That's still a little too tight. And I'm losing my train of thought by the second. So really quick, let me just reset the clock. There we go. 60 seconds. Oh, so here's what I was saying. Feel free to copy me. Copy my placement, whatever my recommendation. try it out for yourself. If you don't like it, you could fine tune from there. That's the thing I love about YouTube. And it's not just me. Find other creators that you like out there. It's a really great way to get started. All right. Ruby says, I just bought my first Sawgrass printer bundle from y'all during Black Friday. Yes, saving some money. This is so exciting for me. I've never sublimated before. Oh, awesome. I absolutely love to hear it. Evelyn says, I love to do the center crease. It really helps with placement. Yes. By the way, that center crease trick, I didn't come up with that. I saw somebody do it in a video, and I've been doing it ever since. So yeah, you know, there's different things that you pick up, and that's what I love about this community, by the way, the heat press community. Everybody's really liberal with their information. Not a lot of gatekeeping out here. So yeah, that being said, if you guys have any questions about pretty much anything, this is our last live of the year. So feel free to bombard me with all your questions. I love it. All right. So you notice that even though this is an auto open heat press, I carefully helped my machine open. I'm also gonna carefully remove my parchment paper. The reason being, I don't want this transfer to shift. I'm gonna just slide it out. And there we go. Take it off. There we go. That looks beautiful. The Wet Bandits Plumbing Co. I'm gonna show this on camera right now. That looks absolutely amazing. The colors are fantastic. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another piece of parchment paper. It's time to press the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm really glad I put that parchment paper inside my t-shirt because it helps keep anything from transferring through the shirt. But now I'm gonna have to flip it over. So the reason why I'm putting parchment on bottom is because, so here's my graphic, right? Oh, hold on, here we go. That looks super cool, right? So now, because that transfer is gonna be touching the bottom, when I reheat it, it could reactivate some of that ink, and that could stain my press. The ink could get on the press, and then that ink could press into my next t-shirt. So we don't wanna do that. That's why we always use some parchment paper on top and bottom. I'm holding this up to the light here, just getting that center crease. There we go. And so now that's really gonna help me press this. I want it to be just below the collar line. That looks good right there. That looks pretty good. Okay. I am eyeballing my center line today just because, again, got a lot of transfers to get through and not a lot of time. So we're gonna pop that through. Again, we got 60 seconds on the clock. We don't have a lot of pressure at all. Here we go, questions. Oh, no more new questions, all right. Very cool, yeah. So I'm excited. By the way, today is our last live stream episode of 2023. This year has been an absolute blast. So as part of today's program, I'm gonna be testing a bunch of different transfer papers, custom printables that we have at Heat Press Nation that you can even order. And I'm gonna kind of walk through what situations I would use them for, when I wouldn't, why I like certain things over the others, etc. And right now on the press, we have our Sublimation t-shirt. We're actually doing front and back on the Sublimation t-shirt. Vicky says, so we moved and had my Sawgrass printer in transit storage for over a month. What do I need to do to get everything ready to go again? First thing you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna plug that bad boy in ASAP. Sorry, real quick, just help this open. You're gonna plug in your printer as soon as possible, and then on the screen, you're gonna fire off a nozzle check. You wanna see if any of the nozzles have clogged since putting your printer into storage. Here at Heat Press Nation, we really do recommend not leaving your printer powered off and plugged in. Or sorry, we don't recommend storing it powered off. You should always have your Sawgrass printer powered on and plugged in. Doggone, that looks beautiful. I love this. And the reason is because the print heads could clog. If it's been sitting for a month, honestly, no guarantees it's gonna print properly when you plug it in. So first thing you wanna do is you're gonna wanna go plug it in, fire off your test print, your nozzle checks. Chances are you're gonna have to do a head cleaning or even a head flushing. You're gonna wanna follow those maintenance steps. If after two head cleanings or after two head cleanings, you should do a flush. If after the flush, you're still not getting a clean nozzle check, probably want to reach out to tech support. You may need to do some advanced cleaning steps to get it back up and running. I hope that's not the case. I truly hope you're able to get it back up and running through using basic maintenance steps If all of what I said is gibberish to you, call tech support. If you purchase your Sawgrass printer from Heat Press Nation, you could always call our tech support team. You get free lifetime tech support from Heat Press Nation when you purchase from us. One of the many, many reasons why it's very important to buy your equipment from good sources like Heat Press Nation. If you're buying stuff secondhand, you're not going to have access to that tech support. If you're buying things third party, eBay, Amazon, you could call Sawgrass tech support. They're awesome, but Sawgrass tech support is a little hard to get through to them just because they take so many calls. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Ashley says, Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you. Cat's Corner is saying, hey, what's up? CEG, that's a nice tee. I had to do one for a business recently that had the left chest logo and a large print on the back. Left chest plus back is a super awesome and popular placement. Y'all should really get into the habit of doing this. Anyways, back to my shirt. We have our back print done. There we go. The Wet Bandits plumbing coat. You guys get that reference? I hope you do. Let's go ahead and take this back to the table here. If I could show it off. Here we go. So also my shirt that I'm wearing today is a very similar thing. I have left chested on the back. I have a big logo. That's something that's really popular these days. Sorry. So if you're starting a business and you want to make custom t-shirts, you really need to get into the habit of this placement. You know, because customers will be asking like, hey, I need left chest plus back. And with sublimation, like this is a simple graphic. I suppose I could have done this with vinyl if I really wanted to, but I didn't want to. So yeah, this is something that's very cool. I love it. We got a few more shirts to do today. We're gonna be having a giveaway at the end of this broadcast. I have two $50 gift cards I'm gonna be giving away. And it's the last live of 2023, our last live stream of the year. We're gonna take a little break after this. Of course, we're coming back big and strong in 2024. The podcast is coming back in January, I believe in January. Podcast is coming back early next year. Live streams are coming back early next year. But between now and then, we got a ton of content that we've been preparing. Our awesome team, and when I say our awesome team, I mean like Alex. Our awesome team here has been working hard on great content on our YouTube channel. So if you're not yet subscribed, please, on our YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We have new videos coming out all the time. I love channels, and again, plug for our channel, right? But even as a consumer of Heat Press content, I love channels that produce new content because I'm always looking for something new to offer to my customers. So even, yeah, sure, even if you're super experienced, you already know how to do stuff, it's good to have channels, to follow channels and check out videos that are putting out stuff all the time because it could spark something in you. And you're like, oh, I should offer that to my customers. You never know when that inspiration is gonna hit. So you wanna plan for that. Anyways, so check this out. This is our Nina Jet Pro, no, sorry, wrong one. Parapy Inkjet Dark Pro. This is a dark transfer paper. And what I love about this is we were able to contour cut it. So we contour cut it using our Caesar Juliet. And so by contour cut, here's what I mean. If I could get this peel started, there we go. So if you see this border right here, right? There we go. There we go. So this paper is actually like a really thin film. If I did not cut this off, when I press it onto my shirt, the whole border would have shown up on the shirt. But I don't want the whole border on my shirt. I want just this really cool VHS deck. Not even deck. I just want this graphic on there. So now here's what we do. Now we're gonna carefully peel this off. There we go. Want to make sure I don't tear any of the edges. Yeah, I did it. And so now we could press just this graphic. Again, if we would not have contour cut it, this whole square would have shown up on the shirt. But I don't want that. I just want this. So super exciting. Let's go ahead and, this is real simple. We're gonna head on over to our heat press and we're gonna press this. So grab my, don't need that anymore. Gonna grab my transfer and grab my shirt. It's been really dry lately, so I don't really feel a super particular need for a long or heavy pre-press on this t-shirt, but it's a little wrinkly. So usually we pre-press a t-shirt in order to get the moisture and the wrinkles out. Not a lot of moisture in the air these days. It's a very dry winter for us. But I still want to get the wrinkles out. So of course, I'm still gonna pre-press it. Now I do need to readjust my pressure. Most inkjet heat transfer paper, especially Parapi Inkjet Dark Pro, and the other one, I'm also gonna do Nina Jet Pro Soft Stretch. There we go, nice firm pressure on there. Just gonna readjust my settings. For this paper, I need to be at 375 degrees. And Alex, is it 30 or it's 30 seconds, right? Yeah. It is today. Yeah, it's 30 seconds. So sublimation, we were at 385.60. Inkjet printables, we are at 375.30. It does vary depending on your paper, but the papers that I'm using today, that's gonna work great. So let's go ahead and let's get this transfer back on my shirt. You just wanna be careful here. Now for this, you know, I'm gonna kind of come around here. I hope I'm not blocking the camera too much. Just wanna make sure that it's centered here. I want it to be, yeah, about 3 fingers below the neckline. That's looking good, looking good. Let me get another piece of parchment paper. Over here, we're just gonna cover it up. Slide that back, and there we go, 30 seconds on the clock. All right, any other questions here? Vicky says, thank you, you're very welcome. Cat's Corner says, that's clean. D says, such a cool image. Oh, thank you guys, yeah. Super stoked on these graphics today. Big shout out to Ronnie for helping me prep all this cool stuff today. Yeah, so let's talk really quick about printable inkjet transfer paper like what I'm using today. So this is very affordable. Now, in recent days, you guys have seen me use a lot of Caesar Easy Color DTV. That's a little bit different than this one. This is Parapi Inkjet Dark Pro. I love DTV, I love Dark Pro. Let me peel this back here. And we're actually done. Like, that's it. This is on the shirt. It's that easy. Let's go ahead and take this off. And before I go back to the table, I'm gonna grab my other graphics. So hold on a second. Let's do our light colored inkjet. So that was a dark inkjet transfer. This is a light inkjet transfer. Actually, no, I am gonna go back to the table. Alex, hand me the scissors. Thank you. So let me talk really quick about why I like inkjet transfer paper. You guys can see this right here. This looks fantastic. This is a super cool shirt. And I like this because it's not a huge graphic. It's a pretty good size, but because of the nature of it, like, it's cool. You don't have to have you don't have to fill the whole chest of your t-shirt to have a good t-shirt. This is really cool. Parapi Dark Pro is a great quality product. So here's why, and I'm gonna cut this, by the way, by hand. I'm gonna hand trim this while I talk. So inkjet transfer paper, the big major pros about inkjet heat transfer paper is that it's affordable. So a lot of times you wanna be able to offer full color graphics on your garments, especially cotton garments, but you don't wanna break the bank. And by breaking the bank, I mean, you know, I'm gonna be showing you guys a white toner transfer in a little bit. White toner printers start at about $4,000. You know, that's a lot. Are they worth it? Of course, but that's a lot of money. Not everybody has $4,000 to start off with or to spare, right? So what I love about inkjet printers is that you could buy an inkjet printer for like between $100 and $200 for a smaller one. Some people already have inkjet printers, but maybe you bought it for school, or you bought it for work, to work from home. So you actually already have an inkjet printer. That's really cool too. That's the case for a lot of people, is they already have an inkjet printer. By the way, I'm trimming this graphic for the same reason that I trimmed this one. For the light transfer paper, I don't want that border to show up on my shirt, so I'm gonna trim as close to my graphic as possible. So anyway, so back to it, right? Inkjet transfer paper, it's affordable, it's economical, it's worth it for a lot of people. Here's the drawback. Inkjet transfer paper is usually, in most cases, inkjet transfer paper is going to be what we call promotional quality. Promotional quality is for garments that maybe aren't, gonna, not everything needs to last forever. Sometimes you're making something for a birthday, right? A birthday party. They're not gonna wear the birthday boy t-shirt all year long. They're really just gonna wear it for the birthday party, right? Let's be real. Sometimes for special events, right? Especially if it's like an annual event, like the Christmas tree lighting. Sure, some people might keep that tree as a souvenir, but most of your event staff is not really gonna wear that shirt past that single day. So there is definitely a market for what we call promotional quality products. Again, products that you're not gonna wear it all year long. It's usually, like one and done, right? And so that's where inkjet transfer paper comes in. There are exceptions. Caesar Easy Color DTV is a new product that has great longevity. It's more expensive than the other inkjet papers, but it has better longevity. And Nina Jet Pro Soft Stretch, which let me go ahead and head back to the heat press. Nina Jet Pro Soft Stretch is an interesting product because it does have incredible longevity. The drawback is it's only gonna work on white cotton t-shirts, white or light colored. So with everything, there's pros and cons to pretty much every last thing in this industry. The more time you spend in garment decoration, the more you're gonna realize that. But if you know your products, if you know the limitations of your products, you know the pros and cons, you know what it's good for, you know what it's not good for, then you could navigate it. So in this case, this t-shirt that I'm gonna make right now, this is actually gonna be a retail quality t-shirt. What I mean by retail quality is this is something that your customers can expect to wash and wear for a very long time. This is not promotional quality. It's not gonna like fade or tear or peel after a few washes. This is retail quality. This is gonna last a very, very long time. There's no set standard, but in general, the standard for retail quality is anywhere from, when a product lasts anywhere from like 25 to 35 washes before showing signs of wear. Of course, vinyl hits that mark. Sublimation hits that mark beautifully. And then there's other products like the dark transfer paper that may or may not hit the mark depending on how a product is cut, how it's washed and worn. So yeah, all right, questions coming in here. CEG, I love the Nina Jet Pro for birthdays, anniversaries, and memorial tees. Great for tees with photos. Yes, it is. See, now that's the pro of using inkjet printables. This is the easiest way to get photographs on t-shirts. A lot of times and I'm just gonna like pop it right here. A lot of times for a lot of products, people, they just wanna put a picture on a t-shirt. Like that's it. Like they don't need anything fancy. Again, they may not be wearing this shirt for the rest of their lives, but you better believe for their birthday or for their son's graduation, that's hot. They want that. So look at that color. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. If you guys have seen Elf, you know what this is, right? So this is an inkjet transfer. This is something that's beautiful. And because it was applied with a heat press, it's gonna last a really, really long time. Really quick, I got 2 more transfers. Oh no, I got 1 more transfer now. I got 1 more transfer to do for you guys today, but let me go ahead and remind you that we do have a giveaway coming up in just a few minutes. I got 1 more transfer. I'm gonna show you guys our white toner DTF transfer in just a minute. Gotta drop my temperature. And then once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and give away 2 $50 gift cards. All right, this is it. Okay, we're gonna let this heat press cool down for just a moment. Let's go back and let's cover the transfers that we've already used and seen today. Now, again, I just did this. This is Nina Jet Pro Soft Stretch. Now, I cut close. You really cannot see the border. So as long as you're cutting close to your graphic, that should be perfectly fine, especially on a white t-shirt. This looks great. The colors came out great. I'm confident in the washability of this garment. I know it's retail quality. It's gonna last. It's gonna look good. My customers are going to love it. Also, now this inkjet t-shirt, it's gonna definitely last a season. Because this is a seasonal t-shirt, most people, they don't keep their Christmas season t-shirts. Like if I'm buying a t-shirt to wear, this holiday season, it's probably not gonna make it till next holiday season. That's just the nature of t-shirts. That being said, this graphic right here, I would expect it, you know, to last anywhere from, you know, a dozen, 15 plus washes before it starts to show signs of wear. Now, dark inkjet transfer paper, it won't peel off. It'll actually just crack. If you wash it cold, if you hang dry it, it'll last much, much longer. However, your customers probably aren't gonna do that. So for something seasonal, for something promotional, yeah, this is a great option because it's so affordable. Right now it's on sale. It's only 37 bucks for 50 sheets. So you're spending less than a, what is that? Less than $1 per sheet, far less than $1 per sheet on this. It's a very affordable product. It's something that you want to keep in mind. Not all of your customers are gonna want to order 10 or more. Not all of your customers are gonna want to pay the price for a more advanced product like a white toner DTF product. So you know you always want to be there, and having this kind of product, it's going to allow you to work with your customers a little bit better. And the printer is so much cheaper for inkjet. Now again, this is our Sublimation t-shirt. We were able to print. Now that's not bleed through that you're seeing. That's actually just, it's a thin shirt. Because we blocked the bleed on here, I don't have to worry about that. So we have our cool logo shirt. What I love about Sublimation is it's so fast. If a company sends me, if a company had this artwork, I could have this shirt done in minutes. Like literally minutes. It's the 4 Ps. You print, you prep, you press, you peel. So Sublimation is incredibly fast. If you have the blank tees on hand, of course you want to be charging your rush fees, but you could get this shirt done really, really fast. No cutting, no weeding, no nothing. Now for your customers, who are ordering at least 10 of something, Supercolor all the way, dude. Save yourself the time and stress. No need to cut or weed anything. You just upload the graphic, they send you your transfers, and you heat press it. I got this shirt done in like 90 seconds. Very, very, very fast. And by 90 seconds, I mean loading the shirt, centering it, pre-pressing it, loading the transfer, centering it, all that, the whole start to finish. The actual press time is something like 12 seconds. Very fast. Very, very easy. Ruby says, next on my list is a heat press from you guys. Which heat press do I recommend for a beginner? Oh man, I don't know if it's still on sale, but the Craft Pro 15 by 15 inch heat press is a phenomenal starter press. I love it. So this heat press that you saw me use, this is like the big brother. It's the Signature series. I love them both because the bottom drawer slides out. It makes heat pressing a whole lot safer, a whole lot easier. And I really recommend it, especially for beginners as you're learning your process. You know, you may not have all of the caution or the experience as somebody who's been doing it for a while. So you probably do want to have a slide out drawer just to protect yourself from burns. Yeah. Tammy says, here for it. Yeah. Marissa says, happy Monday. Happy Monday? What? Who are you? Wait, is today Monday? Oh, today is Monday. Who am I? I'm ready to roast poor Marissa for saying happy Monday, and I'm the idiot over here. That's so funny. I think it's because we're usually live on Thursdays. Anyways, Kathy says, I love Sublimation. Kathy says, so if I buy a design on Etsy, can they do a design in Supercolor? Yes, if you have purchased the graphic on Etsy, you could download that file and then upload it to Supercolor. And by the way, Heat Press Nation, we sell Supercolor transfers. You could upload it. Make sure it's sized properly. So of course, this graphic, if I want this to be 10 inches wide or 8 inches wide, make sure you size it properly because Supercolor will print it however you size it. So make sure you're sizing it properly. But yeah, you just send it. So here's when I would use Supercolor. You have at least 10 of one graphic, the same graphic, and it's multiple colors. I would definitely send this to Supercolor because I don't feel like cutting and weeding. This graphic is a 5-color graphic, and if somebody wanted 20 of these shirts, I'm not about to do 100 cuts and 100 weeds and 100 presses. Because remember, 5 times 20, right? So that's really where Supercolor comes in, like, beautifully. Now, you're not always gonna need to do 20 shirts or even 10 shirts. Sometimes you're just gonna wanna do 1, 2, or 3 shirts, maybe 10 shirts, but you wanna keep your production in-house. So this is a 4-color t-shirt. We have red, black, green, and a little bit of white right here. If I have all 4 of these colors on hand in my shop, and somebody wanted 4 of these t-shirts, I could actually have this done within 24 hours. Realistically, I could have it done in maybe like an hour or two, but you want to give yourself that leeway. I mean, I don't just live and do t-shirts. I have a family, right? So, you know, I would tell them 24 hours. But yeah, this is definitely something that I could crank out in a rush. So vinyl definitely has its place. I will never get rid of my vinyl cutter, ever. I just won't, because it's very valuable, especially for the smaller jobs, for the rush jobs, and for jobs like this. This is a really, really cool t-shirt, and I could do this all day with my vinyl cutter. Vinyl cutters are also very affordable right now. We have some, what are they? Vinyl systems cutters that are on sale. Oh, phenomenal machines. I love them. And then you have stuff like the Silhouette Cameo that just came out, the Cameo 5. You even have like the Caesar Romeo, which is a pretty solid bang for your buck, like heavy duty butt kicking cutter. So yeah, you have great vinyl cutter options. And to me, vinyl is not something that you really grow out of, because even if you have a screen print shop, you're gonna have customers who want 3 shirts, charge them for it. You know, you're of course gonna charge them for time and process. What they're paying for is they're really paying for the convenience. But I know lots of screen print shops, they still keep their vinyl cutters for really fast 1 and 2 color jobs on low quantities. So yeah, vinyl cutter is the way to go. All right, my heat press is at temperature. This is the last thing we're gonna do for today. And then I have 2 $50 gift cards to give away. This is white toner. So really quick, the way white toner works is that you print, the white toner printer not only prints your full color graphics onto this special film, but it prints a layer of white as the base for your light and mid-range colors. Why does it do that? The reason why it does this is so we have the ability to print on black cotton. Black cotton, ladies and gentlemen, we're able to print on black cotton because of the white underbase. And this is all done in a very special printer. This is a white toner DTF printer. This was done on the Creo 8432 WDT. Let me show you how this works. So this is fresh off the printer, okay? This doesn't have any adhesive on it. It's literally just the print, just the dry toner print. It has the full color, added the base of white over it. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some adhesive to it. Let's head on over to our heat press and let's get this done. Okay, so first things first. Oh no, that's pretty hot from all the heat pressing we've been doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this with the ink facing up. This is a special sheet of adhesive. This is the Forever Laser Dark B Paper Pro. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position this over it. And this step is called the A-B marriage. This is where we press the 2 sheets together, and the adhesive is only gonna stick to my print. It's really cool. It's not like vinyl where I have to cut and weed anything. I just have to apply the adhesive to my print. So now this step, this is actually gonna take 90 seconds. My press, my signature series press is at 320 degrees. I got 90 seconds on here. I'm fusing that adhesive to my print on the special film. If anybody has any questions, by the way, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm gonna try to get to as many comments as I can today. Of course, this is our last live stream for the year, so we're really excited about it. We got some fun. We're having some fun today, or I'm having fun anyways. I hope you're having fun. But I am gonna be giving away 2 $50 gift cards pretty much as soon as this process is done. Ruby's asking, is this DTF? Yes, this is a type of DTF. So white toner is different from traditional DTF. With traditional DTF, you're using a liquid ink-based system. With white toner, we're using a dry toner. So even though this is fresh off the printer and I haven't yet cured it, it's dry. It's not gonna smudge. It's not gonna smear or anything like that. And that's because it's using laser technology. So that's a big difference here. Also, instead of a powder adhesive that I shake over my wet ink, that's what this step is doing. So this step, I'm fusing the adhesive on the paper to my print. The reason why we call it white toner DTF is because the printer is still printing directly onto a film. The process is just a little bit different than what we've seen. Now, in this next step, we're gonna do this quick. This is time for our peel. So this is a hot peel. There we go. And you're gonna wanna peel, and I'm sorry, I'm totally blocking the camera. This is one of those ones where we don't get a lot of forgiveness. There we go. Yeah, so you gotta peel it quick. But now, now this print right here, it has all the adhesive over my graphic. So now there's a little splotch right there. I think I might have messed it up. But anyways, we're gonna find out in just a minute. So now there's one more thing. Sorry, give me a second. I'm back. So now you don't have to cut it in the sense that you don't have to put it on your vinyl cutter. Sometimes the adhesive, it does like to stick to the outer edge of my graphic. So what I'm gonna do is really quick here. I'm just gonna trim the border off. That's really the only cutting you have to do for these. And now this is ready to go on a t-shirt. So now I'm gonna bring my t-shirt over. And now it is time. We're gonna go ahead and press our transfer onto our shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-press this here. Vicky's asking, what size does it come in, the paper? So the paper, we sell it in standard sizes like letter and tabloid, which is 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 17. But we also have it available in other sizes like tabloid XL. We have A4, which is like the European size. So yeah, lots of different sizes available for this transfer paper. All right. 30 seconds on the clock. So same temperature, just different time. I'm gonna go ahead and place this on here. Okay, gonna cover it with a new sheet of parchment. Okay. And here we go. Got a good pressure. I got 30 seconds on here. Brodan Bass says, let's go. Yeah, heck yeah. Angelina says, finally able to catch a live. Well, you came at the right time because I'm giving away 2 $50 gift cards in just a few minutes. Basically, once this t-shirt is done, I'm gonna be giving those away. So we got just a few minutes there. Let's see here. Other questions. Orville saying hi from Milford, Ohio. Very cool. Yeah, cool stuff. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it. But I know a lot of people are waiting. You guys are ready for that giveaway. Now, here's the thing about white toner DTF. It is gonna be a cold peel. So what I like to do is I like to just kind of flip the shirt over on itself and just like take this over. I don't want to let it peel at all until it has cooled off completely. So let's go ahead. I'm just gonna put this right here. There we go. Okay, so while this is cooling down, let me go ahead and kind of recap everything that we've done for today. So this is a 4-color vinyl transfer. I'm a big fan of this one. Again, vinyl is gonna be great for low quantity or single color, double color jobs. This is a 4-color graphic, which is not something that I typically do with vinyl, but this is something that, yeah, like if somebody needed this in a rush and I have the colors of vinyl on hand, for sure I'm gonna do this in vinyl. Instead of outsourcing my print, I'm keeping all of that money in-house, more money in my pocket, for sure. Now, if somebody wants 10 or more of something and their graphic has multiple colors on it, that's when we use Supacolor. I love Supacolor. It's so fast, it's super fast, super easy. And while you are paying a little bit more in materials, your time savings is incredible. And trust me, time is money, man. Time is money. So especially if you're like running a business out of your house and you still want to spend time with your kids, you don't want to spend all day, every day cutting and weeding transfers, you should definitely consider offering Supacolor transfers to your customers, taking those kinds of customization jobs because you could fulfill really fast, spend more time with your family, or spend more time getting more business. Next, we have our Sublimation t-shirt. Now this is cool. We did do the double shirt on here, so I'm gonna show the back. The thing I love about Sublimation is it's so fast. So fast. It's the 4 Ps. You print, you prep, you press, you peel, right? 4 Ps. So as if somebody comes to me with this graphic and I have blank shirts on hand, I could literally have this out in minutes. Minutes. I don't have to order different colors of vinyl. I don't have to upload my artwork and wait for Supacolor to print it out. Even though Supacolor is pretty fast, this I could have this shirt done in minutes. Now with sublimation, there is the drawback. You do want to be printing onto white polyester or poly-rich garments, but if you're ordering blanks from a company like Silky Socks, those are high quality shirts. Those are really nice shirts, man. So if your customers are okay with it, if you're cool with it, sublimation, it's a really great way to go for being able to do fast, in lightning fast turnarounds. All right, and then next we have, this is also pretty fast for turnaround, not quite as fast as sublimation because we did have to cut our graphic out. Oh, really quick, sublimation, you don't have to cut and weed anything. You just print it, you press it, and you're done. So this is really fast. If you have an inkjet printer at home, this is very affordable. It's an inkjet transfer. Now, this is probably the least durable of any of the transfers I've shown you, but for promotional products, like for birthday parties, memorial tees, things like that, graduations, stuff where people, they're not gonna be wearing it every day anyways, yeah, you should be considering inkjet transfers because the material and printer cost, the material and equipment cost, I should say, is really low for you. So all that money that you're charging, that's more money in your pocket. As long as you're clearly communicating the quality and style of product that you're using with your customers, not gonna be an issue at all. And then we have also in the inkjet category, we have light transfer paper. Heck yeah, this one actually is retail quality. Inkjet Pro Soft Stretch has a big place in my heart. I've done lots of orders with this because unlike sublimation, sublimation is awesome, but remember, sublimation is white polyester. If your customers are begging for cotton, yeah, you can go with something like Inkjet Pro Soft Stretch. The difference is sublimation, I did not have to cut or weed the background out because only the ink transfers. With inkjet products, you do have to print on like a solid image because the background, you have to trim off the background. So it's slightly different, but you know, it's just another option that you could offer your customers. I think my white toner transfer is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these shirts over. Yeah, that should be ready to go. Once this is done, I'm gonna repress it and then I'm gonna give away two $50 gift cards and we're gonna call it a day. Now with white toner transfers, you don't rip anything, you actually roll. I'm going slow because I don't wanna mess it up here. You roll, you roll, you roll, boom. That looks beautiful. Now I didn't have to cut this, I didn't have to weed this, it's not sublimation, so I could put it on 100% cotton on black t-shirts. Let's go do our finishing press, and then we're gonna call it a day. We're gonna give away some stuff. And then I'm gonna go to get some Christmassy. I should be doing my shopping already. Maybe I'll do some today. All right, so now for this next step, this is our finishing press. This is only gonna take about 10 seconds. So let's just do it. So I'm covering it with parchment. We do have a product called a T-seal, which is specifically designed for this step. If you don't have a T-seal, don't worry about it. 10 seconds with some parchment paper is beautiful. And what that does is it just kind of seals in the graphic to our garment. This is gorgeous. I love this shirt. I'm going back over here so we can give some stuff away, close out the episode. Boom, look at that. Yes, all aboard the Polar. Or sorry, not the Polar Express. This would be the Arctic Express because we don't steal things here at HP. Look, and I even have my ticket. My ticket has my name on it. See? Cute. Even though this is a medium shirt, and I haven't fit in a medium shirt since I was like 9 years old. But yeah, check that out. Anyways, super cool. So now white toner. This is for you guys who you want to be lightning fast. You want full color. You want weedless. You don't want to cut or weed your vinyl. You just want to print it, press it, and rock and roll. This is for you. Now, this is also for you if you don't want to be spending $20,000 on DTG, which stands for direct to garment, and you don't want to deal with the fumes and the maintenance of liquid ink DTF. White toner DTF is going to be more affordable, way less maintenance, and I really, really love the product. This is going to be very cool. The quality is going to vary between retail and promotional depending on how you process your graphic. that's a whole other topic on its own. So if you have questions about white toner, we do have weekly classes. We have classes every week where we actually go in depth about white toner, and we do live demonstrations. These classes are held via Zoom. If you want more information, the URL is on your screen, heat.press/class. Okay, let's see here. We got any questions here? Let's see. Oh, nice questions coming in. All right. CEG, Creative Blessings and Designs. Oh, that's not CEG. Okay, so we have two now. Creative Expressions and Gifts is usually, did you change your name or it might be someone else? Anyways, Creative Blessings and Designs. I love the Paraby transfers. They work super well. I use the Paraby transfers for a customer who prefers cotton for their prosthetics. Oh yeah, there's always gonna be situations where some people, no, I can't use polyester, I have to be cotton. Or some people, especially like people who work on like boats, like, no, it has to be poly because it's like a sun shirt, right? So very cool, very cool. Cat's Corner says sweet. Vicky says beautiful. Thank you. Sharon says, how far do you bring your graphics down on the back of the t-shirt? That is a fantastic question. So let me bring up my this shirt right here. A little trick that I do, and Alex, we can go overhead. So right here, you see the front of the collar. I'll usually go about 1 or 2 fingers below that. Sometimes that might be a little low depending on the size of the shirt. Also, depending on the height of my graphic. Usually I'm a little bit closer to where the collar would hit. So I try to hit it right where the collar is. I'm a little low here because today, usually for live, like I'm not as thorough as I should be. But yeah, I try to go right below where the collar hits, but on the back. D says, looks great. Bro Dan Bass looks pretty good. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Janelyn says, can you use any inkjet printer for the transfers? Yeah, that's the cool part about inkjet transfer paper is you could go to Best Buy, pick up like $100 inkjet printer and you're good to go. What you don't want to do is you don't want to buy inkjet paper for a laser printer and you don't want to buy laser paper for an inkjet printer. So I say inkjet. Inkjet is so much easier to work with than laser, especially on the entry level. Lost sound. Might be them. Okay, yeah. You might want to double check your computer. What's funny? Sometimes I'm on my Bluetooth headphones and my Bluetooth will go out. I'm like, hey, what happened to the video? All right, okay, moving forward because we got to give some stuff away. Yeah, everybody just making comments. I need a white toner printer in my future, Santa. Yes, tell Santa to get you a white toner printer. All right, so let's go ahead and give something away now for today's episode. Because it's the last live stream of the year, do me a favor, tell me as fast as you can, go ahead and comment your favorite Christmas joke. We're gonna give you guys about a minute or 2 to enter. I'm gonna pick 2 winners, whatever 2 Christmas jokes I like the best, I'm gonna give it to you. Usually we're really random and we'll randomly pick a winner for our gift cards, but it's the last episode of the year, so I get to do what I want. So yeah, and this is what I wanna do, so. All right, so go ahead and start commenting your favorite Christmas jokes. They could be knock-knock jokes. They could be one-liners. If it's a long joke, like copy and paste it from somewhere, unless you type really fast, because we only have about like 1 or 2 minutes before we got to get out of here. So yeah, I have 2 $50 gift cards that I'm going to be ready to give away to my 2 favorite jokes. So go ahead, whether you're watching on Facebook Live right now or you're watching on YouTube Live right now, go ahead, comment your favorite Christmas joke. Again, it could be short and sweet. Try not to make it too long, I guess, because we got to get out of here soon. But yeah, let's see here. Okay, we got some coming in. Creative Expressions and Gifts says, Santa forgot his sleigh while he was out having a good time. I don't get it. Missed it. Creative Blessings and Design says, how many letters are in the Christmas alphabet? 25. There's no L. I get that. There's no L. D says, Jared, loved watching you and Patrick Ali from Caesar. I love Patrick. Man, if you guys want to check out a good podcast, go to Customizing Culture, which is our podcast, and check out what we did with Patrick Ali from Caesar. It was really fun. Okay, Toys is asking, what do you call a greedy elf? I don't know. What do you call a greedy elf? C-Jab says, why were the 3 kings thirsty on over the holiday? Oh, sorry. Why were the 3 kings thirsty? Because the comments keep scrolling, so I keep losing it. Why were the three kings thirsty on the way to Bethlehem? Noel. Okay, another Noel pun. I like it. PJ Flip says, how do you wash your hands over the holiday? With Sanitizer. Okay, I like it. I like it. Michelle says, what's every elf's favorite type of music? Rap. That's funny. Phyllis Brown, why does Scrooge love Rudolph? I don't know. Why does Scrooge love Rudolph? Angelina says, why did the bear keep getting fired? He always disappeared in the winter. Okay, I like that one. Oh, right. I'm gonna read it because it's the end of the year. Usually we keep this a family-friendly channel. Why did Santa go to the strip club to find his home? I can't even finish the joke. Why did Rudolph have to attend summer school? Because he went down in history. He went down in history. D says, I don't know any Christmas jokes. Google some. I mean, I can't tell if you're cheating or not. Ruby says, how do sheep say Merry Christmas to each other? Feliz Navidad. I like it, I like it, I like it. All right, I'm gonna give you guys like 30 more seconds, whatever jokes come in the next 30 seconds. If not, I'll go ahead and pick two of my favorite jokes, and then we'll get you guys hooked up with a $50 Heat Press Nation gift card. You guys feel free to copy and paste a joke from the internet. I won't be sad. I'm just gonna pick my favorite ones. So let's see here. All right, I don't see any more jokes coming in. We're gonna give everybody like another minute. Not even a minute. We're gonna give like 13 seconds. All right, all right. I'm waiting for like to see if anybody's gonna copy and paste a joke right now. But if not, that's okay. All right, that's gonna have to do it. I don't see any more jokes coming in. Okay, so my two favorite jokes, because I'm giving credit for like cleverness and also jokes that I haven't heard before. Oh man, these are really good. And then some of you guys didn't finish your jokes. Like I had the question, but there was no punchline. Let's see. Okay, so Angelina Vargas, I do think that's very funny because I know people like this. So Angelina said, why did the bear keep getting fired? He always disappeared in the winter. Shout out if you guys have any coworkers who are like that. All right, so Angelina Vargas, you just won a $50 gift card. Thanks for the laugh. And you know what? I feel bad rewarding misbehavior. I feel like Santa would not want me to pull a naughty joke from the naughty list, but it did make me laugh, and I apologize for that. I should be nice. I do not condone naughtiness, but Brian Lofton, you're our second winner for the $50 HPN gift card. Thanks everybody for joining in, for watching. We really appreciate you guys for making this our last episode of 2023. We're gonna be back in 2024. I got a lot more demos to show you guys. We have a lot of new products on the way, so it's gonna be really cool. If you won today, let's see, who was it again? Where did it go? Angelina and Brian, do me a favor, email me, or not me, email our team at winner@heatpressnation.com. We'll get you guys your prize. Everybody else, hey, I'm gonna see you in 2024. We're gonna be back with more podcasts, more live streams, more demos, more Heat Press content, more stuff to keep your business wired and inspired. Until then, I sincerely hope and pray that you guys all have a very, very happy holiday season and a Merry, Merry Christmas. I'm having a good time with my family. We're very thankful for all God's many blessings this year, and I hope you guys are blessed wherever you're at. So, for me, my name is Jared, here at Heat Press Nation and all the team. I want to thank you guys. We'll see you in 2024. Adios.